Assalamualaikum guys, welcome back to Fikih Daily. Let's talk about something that confuses a lot of people, Muslims and non-Muslims alike. We all know pork is haram in Islam, but why? For years, people gave scientific reasons. Pigs are dirty, they have parasites, they eat anything, and that's all true. But then someone asked, okay, but what if the pig is raised clean? Organic, sterile, no parasites, still haram? And that's where the conversation gets interesting. Because the answer is yes, still haram. And the reason why is the difference between a Muslim and someone who just follows health advice. Let me explain. First, let's be clear. Why is pork haram? Not because a scientist said so, not because a nutritionist warned us, but because Allah said so. In the Quran, Surah Al-Baqarah, verse 173, Allah says, He has only forbidden you dead meat, blood, the flesh of swine, and that which has been dedicated to other than Allah. Notice something? There is no condition. Allah didn't say it's haram only if it's dirty. He didn't say if you clean it, it becomes halal. Just it's forbidden, full stop. This is the first thing we need to understand. The reason pork is haram is not because of science. Science just happens to confirm some of the wisdom behind it. But the real reason? Divine command. Allah said so, we hear, we obey. That's Iman. Now here's where people get confused. They mix up two concepts. In Islamic law, there's something called Illah, the legal reason why something is forbidden. And there's Hikmah, the wisdom or benefit behind it. The Illah for pork being haram, because Allah declared it haram. That's it. That's the legal reason. The Hikmah, the wisdom, there are so many. Pigs have no sweat glands, so toxins stay in their flesh. They carry parasites like Trichinella. They eat literally anything, and science confirms all of this. But here's the key. Hikmah is a bonus, it's not the law. If tomorrow scientists discover a way to raise pigs that are 100% clean, 100% healthy, zero parasites, does pork suddenly become halal? No, because the Illah, the legal reason, has not changed. Allah's command has not changed. Now let's take this logic further. If we say pork is halal if it's clean, then where does it end? Alcohol? What if it's distilled, filtered, pure vodka? Does it become halal? And maybe zina? What if both people consent, use protection? No one gets hurt? Does it become halal? Interest. What if the bank calls it profit sharing instead of riba? Does it become halal? You see the problem? If you make cleanliness or health the reason for halal and haram, then every haram thing can be engineered to become halal. And pretty soon, nothing is haram anymore. This is why Islam doesn't leave it to human logic. The foundation is divine revelation. Our job is to understand the wisdom where we can, and to trust Allah where we cannot. That's not blind faith, that's honest recognition that the Creator knows more than the creation. At the end of the day, this is what separates a believer from someone who just follows rules. The Quran teaches us a beautiful phrase, Sami'na wa Atha'na. We hear and we obey. Not we hear, we analyze, we debate, we run lab tests, and if we're satisfied, we obey. No, Sami'na wa Atha'na. Does that mean we don't use our brains? Of course not. Islam encourages questioning, seeking knowledge, understanding the wisdom. But after all the questioning, after all researching, after understanding the Hikmah, at some point you submit. Because you trust that the one who creates pigs, creates human, creates the universe, He knows what's good for you better than you do. That's not weakness, that's humility. And honestly, it's freeing. You don't have to figure everything out. You don't have to wait for the last study to know what's right and wrong. You have a creator who loves you and gave you clear boundaries. The boundaries are not a cage. They are a fence to protect you, not to punish you. So the next time someone asks you, why don't you eat pork? It's clean now. You can tell them, it was never about the deer. It was always about the one who said no. We don't worship saints, we worship Allah. If this made sense to you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Drop a love in the comment and subscribe for more simple, honest Islamic content. See you in the next video and wassalamualaikum.